Good morning, beautiful community. Just out with my fam, going for a walk. And I wanted to speak about something that I know you're going to be able to relate to. You know, my neighbours keep talking to me about this fitness bike that my husband and I got called the Nordic Track, which is like a Peloton. But the Nordic Track feels a bit cooler to me. Anyway, this is not about the Nordic Track, but they keep asking us every day, so tell us what you like about it. And this has been going on for like a couple of months now. And there's no decision. There's no taking action. They're sitting in no man's land knowing that they want to get fit. They have a baby as well. And yet they're just sitting there waiting. And this is what many of you are doing in here, is you are knowing damn well that you need to take action, that you're not where you want to be. Deep down, you're like, how did I get here? Heading into another Christmas alone during a pandemic, heading into a brand new year. And if you're honest, you look back to where you were this time last year and it's no different. You got to get honest about how you're showing up for yourself, and that this time next year is not going to look any different by you not taking action and taking yourself seriously and getting the support that you deserve. And the thing I wanted to share is that, you know, I've seen this with friends who ended up proposing, you know, to their wives, and they're like leaving it for 7 years, and suddenly they propose and they're like, oh my God, I feel so relieved. Like, why didn't I do this earlier? But there's this whole build up of sitting in the fear instead of taking action. And I see this with the women that join Soul to Soul, is they get on a call with my team, and yeah, there's that moment when we invite them in that all their shit comes up because they're right out of their comfort zone. They're like, oh my God, am I really doing this? Wow, I've never invested this much in myself personally ever. And that's a turning point to say to the universe, hey, I'm worth this and more. But when they actually do say the hell's yes to themselves, yes, I'm going to do this for myself, it's like the universe tilts on its axis. And even though there's fear there, there's this state of peace in their heart. And they're like, this feels right. I feel really, really powerful that I've actually done something about the fact that I feel frustrated, that I feel anxious, that I feel like I'm teetering on going back to depression. They're like, I have said a hell's yes to change. And that's what I want to share with you, is that by deliberating and not taking action and turning on yourself, right? Backing away from your dream, you get close and then you back away from it, is a huge injustice to yourself. Because many of you are very frustrated. And I say frustrated because underneath that frustration is a shitload of anger. Why the fuck can I not have this soulmate relationship? Why am I lonely? What's wrong with me? It's a lot more than frustration. There's also sadness. This isn't fair. Why am I never the chosen one? Why am I always the one having to take care of everyone else? Like, when is it ever going to be about me? Hazily. And I know that feeling. And that's because you've never felt like a priority ever. This goes back to childhood. Even though mum and dad love you, it doesn't mean that they were prioritizing you. It doesn't mean that you were getting support and emotionally supported in the way that you needed it. There's a reason that you, Divine One, are in the prime of your life and you are so fucking spectacular and beautiful. But there's a reason that you're in this predicament, right? It's got nothing to do with how good your CV is or what university you went to. So don't think that that's what you need to be leading with. No, this goes back to childhood, to your little girl who never felt emotionally supported. And this is why you're living in the independent energy. I've got this, I'll just make it happen. You only rely on yourself. You feel like you've got to do self-development on your own. You've got to figure it out yourself. You don't need the support of others. And that is masculine. That's blocking you from love right now. Because you can't have a soulmate relationship without being in your heart and in your vulnerability and being able to receive support. Many of you are saying you want to attract your soulmate, but you're blocking the support, which means you're blocking love because your shithouse at receiving, because you have always got to be the one. I'll figure it out. I'll teach myself. I'll do it. I'll. Notice that, I'll, instead of we will. The most powerful thing you can do for yourself is to take action, do whatever it's going to take. Say, universe, I'm ready to shift this shit. I don't want to be in the same place this time next year. I want the very best support, and I'll invest whatever it's going to take. I will do the work because I want greatness. I want love. I want intimacy. I don't want to be sitting here nursing my frustration, nursing my anxiety, wondering if I'm ever going to be a mum. That is stressful as fuck. So my whole message today is to say it's actually a lot less stressful to take that bold step and to put yourself first and to get the support that you know that you need so that you can fly. Because when my women do, like I said, a lot of emotions come up, but then they're like, oh my God, I'm now in a process. And this is so many testimonials. They're like, I've never experienced anything like this. I have never been seen and supported and held in the way that I have in Soul to Soul. My issue is getting people out of the vortex of Soul to Soul because they just want to stay there forever because it touches them deeply at a soul level. And that's why they go on to get tremendous results, because all you need is support. And when you get it, the world is your oyster. There's nothing you can't attract in. And this was my journey. Yeah, my husband's whispering to me, getting the right kind of support is key. That is so true. That is everything. Because just because you're doing therapy, many of you aren't questioning that to say, this is not getting me the outcomes. It's helping me be more aware. Awareness is nothing without activation, integration. You're wasting your time and your money. And it's costing you because your eggs do not wait for you. And fertility is a real thing. And that is another whole conversation. Seriously, because many of you are already in the plan B. Oh, well, I'll just have a baby on my own. Is that what you want? And that is fucking no joke, having a baby on your own. Being a mum now with my husband and having the support, I'm like, whoa.
Most of my female friends are over 40, single and given up on love.
Yeah, and I'm saying most of his friends are over 40, single, have given up on love, and they are looking at having a baby on their own. And
it's sad because they wanted family. It's sad that they wanted family, but they haven't been able to shift out of their paradigm.
Well, they haven't tried to. They haven't actually tried to. They're like, oh, well, it's just online dating's not for me. Or the city that I'm in isn't conducive to dating. And they tell themselves all these stories like you are right now. You're coming up with, well, I'm just not soulmate material. I'm just not good at relationships. It's not my jam. And you create this really shitty story that you buy into, and it justifies the fact that, well, you know, this is just what it is, and it's not.
Yeah, and I just want to add, I have a friend who's going through the fertility process by herself. She's got the eggs, but she still hasn't. She's struggling with the sperm, the donor, trying to get the right person. So it's not.
And this has been going on for over what, 18 months?
3 years.
3 years, yeah.
And it's not just because you're freezing your eggs doesn't mean that's the full answer. And so you have to really look at it and look at it hard and go, what am I doing? What am I doing here?
Yeah, that's absolutely spot on. And the truth is, you actually want to have a frozen embryo, not frozen egg. That's the truth. And again, this is another conversation which I can really speak to. But you have to get in touch with what is at stake by you sitting here not taking action. Because my women do. And no, they're not on big bank accounts, big salaries. Not at all. Not at all. This program is for anyone who is serious about changing their life and playing a really big fucking game. And why I came on to share this with you is to say that you're holding yourself back by your indecision, right? By doing your due diligence. I better read up some more. I better watch some more testimonials. I'd better. And that's your hiding place. It's a fucking heart decision. It's about going, oh my God, do I resonate with this woman? If you resonate with me, get on a call with my team and let's see if we can help you. If you don't, what are you doing in this community? Go find someone that you do resonate with and fucking jump. The universe does not favor the timid and the I'm going to think about it. So the universe does not take care of you. When my life changed, it was because I put a big fat stake in the ground and I said, fuck you scarcity, fuck you missing out on love. I am going to be the woman that has the big life, that lives from her heart space, that has the beautiful man, the beautiful husband, the beautiful family, the beautiful baby. And I'm not missing out on any of that. So here's what's happening, universe, and you're going to bring it to me, and I'm going to step up and get my vibration and get all my shit sorted out internally so that I can receive it. What happened? That and more. That was not what I was destined for with the way that I was living before. My mindset was in the trash. My bank account was in the trash. I did not see myself as that person that could really have that kind of relationship because I had no proof. I just had a track record of men don't commit to me. And I was in that story of I'm just too much of a free spirit. Guys don't get me. I don't think I'm really good at commitment. And that was the path that I was heading down until it got really fucking real. And my fertility was on the line. And I was like, Luce, this happy ending doesn't just take care of itself. So what are you doing here? These vision boards aren't working. They're not enough. What are we doing here? And it was that moment for me where I was like, shit's got to change right now. This is a non-negotiable. Absolute non-negotiable. I felt that with my whole being. And that was when I got resourceful. That was when I got out of my own way. That was when I was on that mission to go, I'm going to do whatever it's going to take. Just like you girls would if you needed heart surgery. You wouldn't be there going, well, maybe next year I'll get it. I mean, if you need heart surgery, sister, you're going to get it, the best surgeon by the end of this week. And you're going to come up with the resources. You're not going to be sitting there, yeah, all casual. But this is what you're doing with your dream. And year upon year is passing you by. And you're building more walls, deeper beliefs that are putting you in a rut. That's not what you're here for. You're too fucking good to live in that mediocrity and this settling energy and giving up energy. That's not why you're in this community. You're in this community because you want more. And you can have more. You can have the life that you want. But you can't attract it in from your current belief system. That's the fact. Okay, so everything that you desire is here for you. Everything. There's not anything you could tell me that I'd say, no, you can't have that. But you've got to be in alignment with that desire. You've got to actually believe at a cellular level that you are worthy of receiving that. And that's what I'm helping women with all day long. It's a lot more than you just technically saying, yeah, I can have that, I deserve that. That's not going to do anything. So stop kidding yourself. It's a full body knowing, yep, I can have this. Because I used to be that person that truly did not believe in my core that I could have this. Then when I committed and played full out like it was life or death to do what it was going to take to really shift my inner being, that was when I was like, fuck, why didn't I do this 10 years ago? This shit's awesome. So for those of you that feel like you can use the law of attraction sometimes but not in other times, you're not embodied, you're not integrated into the fullness of your soul. And that's the work that I teach. Healing the mother wounds, healing the masculine, the feminine within so that you can actually be integrated and embodied in your greatness, in your fullest essence, so that you can take up space, be unapologetic, ask for what you want, better yet, receive it and keep it without the fear of loss. Because this is many of your issues, is you're scared you're going to get it and then lose it. So you go, well, what's the point anyway? I'm not going to try. Is this really how you want to live the rest of your life? Selling out? Is this really how you want to enter 2021? In this energy? This depleted, exhausted, I'm not worthy energy? Look shit on you. We're here to rise. We're here to soar. We're here to have a fucking amazing life experience, not to suffer and complain and blame. We're not here for that. So it's time to get your mojo back, to back yourself, to invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, how on earth do you expect anyone else to invest their time and the energy into you when you're not even valuing yourself enough to do that? That's what I'm going to leave you with. And when the decision is made, the money and the way show up because you're living in possibility instead of, oh, I've got to see it to believe it. If I don't have it in my bank account, I can't do it. Bullshit. Women that do my program are doing it all the time because they figure it out. They're getting out of their comfort zone and they're going to create it no matter what. That's what it looks like to be committed. And when you do that, the universe always meets you. It's like you jump and the net appears every single time. So you've got to play a much bigger game. It's about making a decision, following through, and that is the only place that you're going to change your life from. Everything else is just thinking about it, dabbling, and you're not going to get a different result. And I don't want that for you. I want us all to rise. I want every woman on this planet to have what they desire and to be deeply loved in this lifetime. Okay? So it's not a coincidence that you're watching this live. It's not a coincidence that you found me and this community. So stop holding yourself back, take action, and fucking make 2021 the best year yet. Tripping on my shoes as I take them off. Stevie, you want to say hello? Gorgeous girl. Stevie sends all her love. I send you all my love. Big, big kiss. Make today a fucking ripper, all right? Seize the moment. Mwah. Love you, girls.